Why become an entrepreneur? Hello, happy week to you. It's a lovely Monday, it's a lovely sunny day, and coming to you from sunny Kent, where I live in the UK, in the bottom corner. If you're wondering if you're somewhere else in the world, have a look at a map of the UK or England, and it's in the bottom right-hand corner, near the bit where we cross over to France. The seaside is 400 yards away, but it's not like California. So, why am I talking about entrepreneurs? Well, I did mention the other day, if you listened to a podcast recently, I talked about the differences between being, are you self-employed, or are you a business owner, or are you an entrepreneur? Now, this is a state of mind quite often, and it's important for how you wish to get on in your life, in the future of your life. So let me start with a couple of definitions, because we hear the term entrepreneur bandied around quite a bit. And so in 1730, and by the way, we can thank the French, it's from the verb entreprendre, so it comes from that. But in 1730, Richard Cantillon, nice French gentleman, described it as the bearing of risk, engaging in business without an assurance of the profits that will be derived. So it talks about engaging in a business. The very original back in the 1300s description was engaging in a business. Now, but he adds the term of risk and points out the fact that you may not make any money. That's the beauty of it. How in later years, another French gentleman, an economist with the name Jean-Baptiste Say, described an entrepreneur as individuals who create in an economy by moving resources out of areas of low productivity and into areas of higher productivity and greater yield. So, in other words, they take resources and make more of them. So they grow a business, they increase a business, they make a business more efficient, more effective, something like that. Now, the most important thing, though, is being an entrepreneur is not a job. So someone like Richard Branson he's an entrepreneur, but he's the CEO of the Virgin Group and various other companies. I myself have been described as an entrepreneur, but I'm the managing director. So my job is the managing director of Fire Protection Online Limited, and I'm also the founder and owner of Marketing for Owners and another business called Planet Web Marketing and other bits and pieces. Oh, you wouldn't want to know. But so it is not a job. Now that's also very important to understand, because, well, there's many aspects of being an entrepreneur, but in my experience, most entrepreneurs are simply unemployed. Yeah, sorry guys. So if you are sitting at home and you're reading books and you're listening to podcasts, reading blog posts and reading about inspirational stories and tales of success from people, dreaming about your business, you are not an entrepreneur. You are someone who's thinking of starting a business. So remember, first of all, get yourself a job. Now, if that is working for yourself, that's fine. But you have to have a job before you can become an entrepreneur. Now, then we move into the mindset of it, because you can get a job and work for yourself. A lot of people have, in this modern age, it's very easy to start with the internet and so on. So a lot of us just don't want to work for someone else. We don't want to work for the man. We don't want to have a job. We don't want to have to commute to work and work the 9 to 5 or work in a cubicle and get stuck in traffic jams and be at the whim of a mean boss who takes the credit when you do something well and blames you when you do something badly. And, of course, with the economies going down and up, then a lot of jobs are unsafe when you think they would be safe, and all things like that. So it's quite tempting to work for yourself. But in my experience, the vast majority of people who work for themselves and think they are an entrepreneur are earning probably half, and I mean half, possibly less than they would be earning if they worked for someone else. So remember, you don't have to work for yourself. You can make demands on your job. You can change careers. Give you an example, I am 50. I've been working for me for 32 years. But in another 20 years, I'll be 70. I'll probably still be working. I could change career completely. I've got 20 years. If you're in your mid-30s, you've probably not even been working 20 years. And you can change career, change path. You don't have to work for yourself. But if you do choose being an entrepreneur, having that mindset is fabulous. It's because it means you wish to make everything better. You want to start a business, you've got a business, that's your job, but then the entrepreneurial aspect is you want to improve it continuously, making it better, improving, and that's what it's all about. I met a British coach by the name of Ash Lawrence. Nice guy, huge guy, great suntan. He runs coaching programs around Kent in the southeast of England, and he was talking about one of his higher level coaching things is called the millionaire mindset, and that is because, again, the entrepreneurial thing is a mindset. He also pointed out, I think, a fact, if I remember rightly, that the average paid salary in the UK for people who have a job is £28,000. That's probably somewhere around $45,000 a year. Now, but the average salary or earnings of a self-employed is something like 11,000. It's miles less, but people are then scared to admit that they failed. I don't personally think of it as failure, it's just having not yet succeeded. But it depends on what you want to do. If you want to just work for yourself, that's fine. If you want to set up a little shop or a store and just work in it all day long, all week long, and earn your money, that is fine. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to make yourself efficient. You need to learn how to leverage your time, because we've all got the same amount of time, but some people manage to make more of it. And that's via outsourcing or via delegating, losing the control. And that's via systemizing. But setting goals, aiming for goals, creating projects, growing, and things like that. It's a whole different ball game, but the rewards are fabulous if you seriously do it. It will never happen if you don't implement. You need a coach as well. You'll need advice. You can make it up as you go along. I don't recommend it because there's plenty of people who've done it before, who can show you how. Okay? So work on it, but don't just read. Don't just listen to people like me prattling on like this. Do something. Start working and then implement the things you learn. Don't just listen. Now, it is Monday, so it's time for a book for the week. And today, in keeping with this, we've got a great book. I read this recently, enjoyed it a lot. Now, I didn't actually know the author, but I looked up a lot about him since, and he's pretty good. It's called The Entrepreneur's Blueprint to Massive Success. And it's described as, it's by Peter Voogd, and that's spelt V-O-O-G-D. Right? I think you pronounce it Voogd. You'll find it on Amazon, you'll find it in Audible. It's great. If you go to our website at marketingforowners.com/podcast/351, then you'll get the links to it there. Also, by the way, if you want to know more about being an entrepreneur and getting things and building a marketing system that can help you grow, you can also try our free course at freemarketingcourse.co. It is completely free. We don't ask for a credit card or anything. There's nothing for sale in there. Try it. That will show you how people think and how they build a business while carrying on with their other work. Oh, going back to this book, one of the things I'm just going to read, it's simply he gives 30 strategies over the book, 30 strategies you need to create the lifestyle of your dreams, is how he describes it. But it's no nonsense, it's no fluff. The guy does this stuff, and he talks about his experience. It's great. There's tip by tip by tip. Really, really good book. I recommend it strongly. I will see you tomorrow.